dear students, welcome back to our online class. So dear students, what we are learning? We are learning about the corrosion inhibitors, as well as we have completed the types of reaction. So dear students, in today's class we are going to discuss some important questions. So dear students, such type of question can be asked for 1 marks or 2 marks in the examination. So we have to more focus on such type of question because these are totally based on the reasoning type of question. So dear students, just be ready. So dear student, this is our first question. So in the first question, what is the question? Just read it. Okay, why should a magnesium ribbon be cleaned before burning in air? Okay, so why we have to clean this magnesium ribbon before burning in air? So solution is, why? Just recall it. So magnesium is very most reactive metal. Okay, so actually magnesium is a most reactive metal. So that's why what happens? It is directly reacting with the oxygen. Okay, it is directly reacting with the oxygen. Okay, so same concept it is given here, that magnesium ribbon should be cleaned before burning in air because magnesium metal, okay, magnesium, it is very one of the reactive metal. It reacts with the atmospheric oxygen. Atmospheric oxygen means the oxygen which is present in the atmosphere and forms a magnesium oxide. So already we have discussed that how the magnesium is reacting with the oxygen and it forms as a 2MgO. Okay, so this is the magnesium oxide layer, that is MgO. It is a magnesium oxide layer which is very stable compound. Okay, means afterwards what happened, the reaction will not going to be carried out. So what happened, in order to prevent further reaction with oxygen, it is therefore necessary to clean the ribbon to remove the layer of magnesium oxide. So that is the main concept, that is magnesium ribbon is most reactive metal, one of the reactive metal where it is very stable compound. So what is the stable compound? That is the magnesium oxide layer. Okay, how magnesium oxide layer can be formed? When the magnesium is reacting with the oxygen. Okay, which type of oxygen? It is a atmospheric oxygen. Then which layer will be going to form here? That is the magnesium oxide layer. Okay, so dear students, this is our first question. Now let's discuss with the next concept. So next question is, write the balanced equation. You have to write this balanced equation for this chemical reaction. So dear students, just read this question. They have mentioned in the word form. Okay, so we have to convert in a chemical representation. So first one is the hydrogen. What is the formula of hydrogen? Okay, it is the H. What is the formula of chloride? So dear students, here we have to write the balanced chemical equation. So simply if we are writing, then how we are going to write as H plus Cl is given as a HCl. Okay, so here this also a balanced equation. So as well as this also a correct form of the balanced equation, because the number of terms hydrogen, chlorine both are same. So this is also one of the balanced equation. This also a one of the balanced equation itself. So if you are taking the 2 hydrogen, then you need 2 chlorine, then what will be going to get a product here? That is the 2HCl. If you are taking 1 hydrogen or 1 chlorine, you will get as a product as only HCl. So this is one of the balanced equation, no problem. This also is correct, this also is correct. Next question is barium chloride. Okay, so what is the formula of barium chloride? That is BaCl. Okay, barium chloride is nothing but the BaCl2. Okay, this is the BaCl2. So what is the barium chloride? It is a BaCl2, simple barium chloride. when it reacts with the aluminium sulfate, what is the formula of aluminium sulfate? That is the Al2SO, okay, SO4, okay, it is a thrice. Then you will get as a answer as 3BSF4 plus 2Al aluminium sulfate, aluminium chloride. Okay, dear students. Now, how you are going for balancing this equation? Just recall it. Okay. So, the answer is barium chloride, which is the BaCl2. Okay. So, it is a BaCl2, barium chloride, and Al2SO4, it is the aluminium sulfate. So, just do not go for this 3, okay, leave that. Then what you will get as answer? BaSO4, because this Ba ion plus ion, it will going to be react with the SO4, this is a minus, okay, minus, it is a anion, okay, and Al, this aluminium, it will going to be react with the chloride. So, which type of reaction it is? It is a double displacement reaction. Okay, don't go for the numbers, just keep in your mind what are the constant number here, that is BaCl2, okay, and plus aluminium sulfate. So, you will get as a BaSO4 plus AlCl3. Then go for the balancing the chemical equation, then go for the next concept. Okay. So, first step, what is our first step while balancing the equation? You have to collect the formula, then go for the number of atoms which are present in the equation, then go for the trial and error method or algebraic equations. So, you will get the answer as a 3BaCl2 aluminium sulfate, that is Al2SO4 thrice, and it gives as a 3BaSO4 plus 2AlCl3. So, this is our balanced chemical equation for barium chloride and the aluminium sulfate. Next question is sodium and water, which gives as a sodium hydroxide. Okay. So, sodium is a Na and H2O, it is a water, it gives us as a NaOH, okay, sodium hydroxide. So, dear students, if you are writing a simple form like Na plus H2O, then what happened? This Na, it will going to be add here or make the bond formation with the OH, okay, because H2O can be splitted as HOH, okay, it is a HOH. So, this Na, it will going to be react with this OH, then you will get the formation as NaOH. Then what about this H? It will going to be alone. So, here the hydrogen gas will be formed. So, for forming the hydrogen gas, we have to take another amount of water. So, that is why we have taken here 2 molecules of the water, okay, 2 molecules of the water. So, if you are adding here 2, then again what happened? The equation becomes unbalanced. So, when the equation becomes unbalanced, then go for the balancing the equation. So, you will get your answer. Just try by yourself. These are the answers. Okay. So, hydrogen, what is the formula of hydrogen? That is the H2. So, dear students, now let us take a next concept. Okay. So, again we have a balance equation with the state symbols for the following reactions. Okay. So, here some reactions are going on. So, let us see which type of reaction it is. That is solution of barium chloride, it is a BaCl2, and sodium sulfate. What is the formula of sodium sulfate? That is the Na2SO4, which gives as a BaSO4, means Ba ions will going to be make a bond formation or making the ionic bond with the SO4, whereas Na, it will going to make the bond formation with the Cl. Okay. So, what is the answer we will get here? BaSO4 and NaCl. So, this is our balanced equation. So, how you will get this balanced equation? So, as I told, just keep in your mind this salts, acids, then only it is easy to write such type of wording equation. Okay. Now, the next question is Sodium hydroxide solution, this is our NaOH, okay, this is our solution in water, reacts with the hydrochloric acid, it is our HCl, to produce which compound? That is the NaCl and water. So this is one of the salt formation, that is the NaCl, okay. So usually this NaCl is also known as the table salt. In our home what we are using now, this is nothing but the table salt or NaCl, okay. So now let's take a next question. So here a solution of substance X, we don't know that which type of solution, but the name is X, is used for whitewashing. Okay, so we are using for whitewashing. So you have to write the substance. So dear students, when we have started the types of chemical reaction, we have learned this combination reaction. Just recall that whitewashing where we have used. So that is nothing but the calcium hydroxide. Okay, so you have to write the substance X and write its formula, and as well as you have to write the reaction of the substance X named in above with water. So the first answer is the substance X which is used in a whitewashing is quicklime, that is the calcium oxide, that is calcium CaO, and its formula is calcium oxide. So here when we are going to react with the water, you will get as a calcium hydroxide. Okay, so this is our answer. The substance is nothing but the calcium oxide where we are using in the whitewashing. Okay, in the it is the one of the best example of combination reaction where the calcium is reacting with oxygen to form a calcium oxide. So this is our answer. Okay. Now next question is in the refining of silver. Okay, when we are refining the silver, silver is a metal, the recovery of the silver form the silver nitrate solution. So when we are using, when we are recovering or refining the silver from the silver nitrate solution, so AgNO3, it is a one of the ore of silver where Ag is containing the nitrate. So we have to dissolve into water, then you will get as a solution. Okay, so it involves the displacement reaction by copper. Okay, so here what happens, the copper it will going to displace the place of Ag. Copper it will going to be displace the place of Ag. So which type of reaction it is? Recall, it is nothing but the displacement reaction when the most reactive metal is displaces to least reactive metal, or least reactive metal is displaced by most reactive metal. So this is our solution, that copper is displacing the place of Ag and it will form as a copper nitrate solution, okay, which is a aqueous form with the formation of silver. So this is our answer. Okay, just keep in your mind. So it can be asked for 1 marks or 2 marks questions. Now let's take a next question. So oil and fat containing food items are flushed with the nitrogen. Okay, so have you saw the chips packet, Lay's packet? So usually what we are saying, only 2 to 3 chips are there and rest of all the air. Why it is happened? Whether this air is coming from the atmosphere? No, we are adding there nitrogen. What is the reason behind it? Just let's see. Okay, so the main purpose of flushing nitrogen, so usually in our pocket, in a Lay's packet, mostly 2 to 3 laces will be there, but rest of the things nitrogen gas. Okay, so why we are adding nitrogen itself? We have an answer, that the main purpose of flushing nitrogen into food packets that contain oil and fat items to prevent rancidity, which occurs when the oil or fat reacts with the oxygen. So if we are keeping such things with the atmosphere, then what happen? It can be react easily with the oxygen. So letting out of an unpleasant smell, so we have to be inhibit the unpleasant smell of the and as well as we have to be protect the taste also. So we are flushing nitrogen in the packets and it is unreactive surrounding is created, thus prevented rancidity. So in this manner what happened, we can prevent the rancidity concept. Rancidity is nothing but the reaction of the things with atmosphere. Okay, in simple language we can say the things which are reacting with the oxygen immediately. So what happened, it causes the rancidity. So oil and fat containing food atoms, why we are flushing with the hydrogen, because prevent the rancidity in the food atoms, because we have to protect the smell as well as the taste also. Okay, so this is the reason. Now let us take a next question. Why do we apply paint on iron articles? So I hope there is no confusion about this answer, because usually what happens, if we want our metals in our home, what we are saying, no apply paint, what happen, it will not going to be corroded and it will come a long time for us. Okay, so this is our answer, no problem, that iron articles are painted to prevent them from rusting. Yes, this is preventing from the rusting. When left unpainted, the metal surface comes in a contact with the atmospheric oxygen and in the presence of moisture from iron oxide. So what happens, it will going to be takes place the corrosion. Okay, so if we want to prevent or inhibits the corrosion, then what we have to apply, we have to paint there. So but if painted, the surface does not come in a contact with the moisture as well as air, then what happens, we can prevent the rusting. Is it? So this is our answer. So what happens, students, I have taken randomly those questions, so maybe these questions are in a not serial number. So just while writing these question answers, please write in a serial wise, so you will get a more clarification. Okay, so what we have discussed till now, I hope there is no confusion. After completing this video, I will share this slides in the PDF form, so you can take easily. Okay, so dear students, now let's meet in the next class with the new concept. Be happy and be steady. Bye bye.